So network audio solution has two purposes. The first purpose is what we call a preset event interaction. So you link that, you link that with the camera. So for example, when um, the camera has a loitering detection set up, if people say stand in the region for too long, triggers loitering detection, that will enable the audio speaker to broadcast automatically. So it's called a preset event in action. The second type of application is the security guard saw someone doing something that's prohibited, and then he can directly with Fast2 or with Genetec Security Center, he can directly on the spot broadcast through the audio speaker. This is the React in real-time application. So these are the two different applications for network audio solutions. They come in two different hardwares. Number one is the network horn speaker, looks like this. And number two is a network horn driver. You can also find this like inside the rear end, inside the cover of that. So you can find this in that hardware. So basically speaking, you need one horn driver per speaker. So this is an example of large retail or wholesale stores. Let's start from the first application here. So on the ATMs, we can have the pinhole cameras, but I guess that's for different and specific customer, because usually those are being handled by the banks. In some situations, we have 180 degrees install walls. So these oversees the entrance on both ends. And then we have people counting camera for people counting on the entrance and exit, because after the pandemic, a lot of locations actually require tracking of the indoor number of people. And on the cashier, usually there is a camera that's overlooking each single cashier. Western countries usually prefer a dome camera. Eastern countries usually prefer a bullet camera. So depending on the customer preference. So they will hang a camera from the ceiling to monitor the cashier situation. You can always use a fisheye to oversee the retail store or a wholesale stores, because they usually have a very big surface to be monitored. So fisheye will be a great option. If we're working with a wholesale, sometimes they will hang a speed dome on the ceiling, because wholesale stores actually have a very high ceiling. Last but not least, you can have the PA system integrated. So if anything happens, you can broadcast directly from Fast2 VMS. Or if you're using Genetec Security Center, that's also integrated as well.